Brazilian wax at home. After 40. Yes, and it can be gentle, safe, and surprisingly comfortable when done the right way. Many women over 40 think waxing has to be painful, but that's usually because no one ever taught them the age-appropriate method. Whether you're a busy professional in New York, enjoying a relaxed home routine in Cape Town, or prioritizing privacy in Dubai, what many of us want is a gentle, private, at-home solution without the stress of a salon. Stay until the end, because I'll share the one mistake that causes the most pain and how women over 40 can avoid it completely. First, let's talk about why Brazilian waxing feels different after 40. Your skin has changed, and that's okay. It's a natural part of life. As we mature, our skin often becomes thinner and more sensitive. Hormonal shifts can also affect hair texture, sometimes making it coarser. Our skin also heals a bit slower and retains less moisture, which is why a one-size-fits-all waxing kit from the drugstore just won't work for us anymore. We need an approach that honors these changes, not fights them. This brings us to choosing the right wax. This choice is crucial. When it comes to hard wax versus soft wax, hard wax is the clear winner for mature skin. It's designed to grip the hair, not the skin, which means less pulling on delicate areas. It also melts at a lower temperature, significantly reducing the risk of irritation or burns. It's especially good at grabbing coarse hair, and is much more forgiving for at-home beginners. Trust me, making this switch is a game changer for comfort. Next up, setting up a calm/safe space. Your environment directly affects your pain levels. A quiet, warm room helps your body and muscles relax, reducing tension. Good lighting is non-negotiable for precision and safety, so you can see exactly what you're doing. I love putting on some soft background music, kind of like those serene evening routines in Parisian apartments, to create a peaceful vibe. Most importantly, avoid trying to wax when you're rushed or stressed. This is your self-care time, so treat it that way. Now for the non-negotiable step, skin prep. If you skip this, everything will hurt more, I promise. Always start with clean skin to prevent any risk of infection. About 24 hours before you plan to wax, do a gentle exfoliation to remove dead skin cells. But on waxing day, avoid any oils or heavy lotions. The wax needs clean, dry skin to adhere properly to the hair. Mature skin especially needs this extra bit of care, so don't rush this part. Let's talk about hair length, because length controls pain. The ideal length is about the size of a grain of rice. If the hair is too short, the wax won't be able to get a good grip, and you'll just be causing irritation for no reason. If it's too long, it creates extra pulling and more discomfort. If you need to, trim carefully with scissors first. A consistent waxing routine will also help your hair grow back at a more manageable length and texture over time. What about pain-reducing tricks before the wax even touches your skin? Comfort starts before you even begin. Taking a warm shower or bath beforehand can help relax your pores and soften the hair. Simple deep breathing techniques can calm your nervous system and reduce anxiety. Also, try to avoid caffeine or alcohol right before you wax, as they can make your skin more sensitive. Some women find it helpful to schedule their waxing session on days when they are less sensitive in their monthly cycle. Think of it as a wellness routine, just like the ones you'd see in Los Angeles. Now, one of the most critical safety steps, testing the wax temperature. Hotter is not better. Before applying it anywhere sensitive, always test a small patch on your inner wrist. The wax should feel comfortably warm, not hot. Overheated wax can seriously damage mature skin, causing burns and lifting. Let the wax melt slowly and completely in the warmer. Patience here equals safety and a much more comfortable experience. This is so important. Once the temperature is right, we move on to the correct application technique. How you apply the wax determines your results. Using your applicator stick, apply the wax in the same direction that your hair grows. Work in small, manageable sections, about 2 inches wide and 3 inches long. You want an even, medium thickness, not too thin and not too thick. Avoid overlapping the wax on areas you've just applied it to. Let the wax set and harden properly before you even think about pulling. Alright, the removal technique. This is where most people panic, but you won't. The most important thing is to hold your skin taut with your free hand before you pull. This provides support and drastically reduces the pulling sensation. Then, pull the wax strip off parallel to your skin, like you're pulling a page from a book, not straight up toward the ceiling. Use one quick, smooth, confident motion. A great tip is to exhale sharply as you pull. Your confidence will make a huge difference in your comfort level. Let's discuss handling sensitive zones gently, because some areas need extra respect and care. The key is to work in very small sections. Don't try to wax a large area all at once. Take breaks when you need to. Your body will tell you when it's time to pause. Immediately after you pull a strip, apply firm pressure to the area with your hand. This simple action can instantly soothe the stinging sensation. And a golden rule: never ever re-wax the same spot in one session. This is especially true for privacy-focused routines like those in many Middle Eastern homes, where gentle care is paramount. So, what do you do if you miss a few hairs? First, don't re-wax blindly. Your skin is too sensitive for that now. The best solution is to use a clean pair of tweezers to gently pluck any stray hairs that were left behind. Let your skin calm down for a minute before you go in with the tweezers. Trying to achieve perfection by waxing the same spot twice will only lead to irritation and potential skin damage. Remember, perfection comes with practice, not force. Aftercare is everything over 40. Once you're done, your post-wax soothing routine begins. Immediately apply a cooling gel, pure aloe vera, or a fragrance-free post-wax oil to calm the skin. For the next 24 hours, wear loose breathable clothing. Cotton is your best friend. Avoid hot baths, saunas, or intense workouts that could cause sweat and irritate your freshly waxed skin. This will help any redness calm down naturally. And don't forget to drink plenty of water. Hydration from the inside out supports healing. Now let's talk long-term. Preventing ingrown hairs is how you keep your skin smooth. Smooth skin is a long-term habit. After about 48 hours, you can start gentle exfoliation. A soft washcloth or a mild chemical exfoliant with salicylic or glycolic acid is perfect. Avoid harsh, grainy scrubs. Moisturize the area daily to keep the skin soft and supple, which helps new hairs grow through without getting trapped. It's a bit like the self-care habits in Mediterranean lifestyles. Consistent, gentle care yields the best results. So, how often should you wax after 40? Timing matters more than frequency. For most women, waxing every 4 to 6 weeks is the ideal schedule. This allows the hair to grow to the perfect length for removal. Overwaxing can weaken the skin's barrier, so it's important to give it time to recover. The good news is that with a consistent schedule, your hair will likely grow back softer and finer over time, and your skin will adapt. The most important thing is to listen to your body's signals. Finally, and this is crucial, you need to know when not to wax. Knowing when to stop is a form of self-care. Never wax over broken, irritated, or sunburnt skin. If you have any active infections or rashes, wait until they are fully healed. Don't wax immediately after a strong exfoliation treatment or peel. And if you're feeling particularly sensitive or just aren't sure, it's always better to pause, protect your skin, and wait for a better day. Remember that mistake I mentioned at the beginning? The one that causes the most pain. It's pulling the wax strip straight up, away from the skin, instead of parallel to it. This yanks the skin upwards, causing bruising, pain, and sometimes even skin lifting, especially on mature skin. Always pull parallel. Brazilian waxing after 40 doesn't have to hurt, it has to be smart. It's about choosing the right products, using the right techniques, and treating your skin with the gentle respect it deserves. If this video helped you feel more confident about trying this at home, please like the video, save it for later, and share it with another woman who deserves gentle care. Coming up next, we'll dive deeper into smart wax prep and show you exactly how to reduce pain before the waxing even starts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.